Tonight, we cover the latest developments in visa policy, global residency programs, and citizenship by investment from Europe to the Caribbean and the UAE. Let's dive in. European Parliament strengthens visa waiver suspension mechanism. The European Parliament has voted to tighten rules on visa-free travel. In a decisive vote, 518 in favor, 96 against, and 26 absentees, lawmakers are approving a new mechanism, allowing the EU to suspend visa-free travel for countries that pose, let's say, migration, security, or diplomatic risks. Under the new rules, the EU can act if a visa waiver country experiences surges in overstays, low asylum approval rates, or even rising security threats. But here's what's new. The suspension mechanism now includes countries with citizenship by investment programs that rise, let's say, security or integrity concerns. The updated framework allows partial or full suspensions, meaning the EU could restrict visa-free access for specific groups like government officials or investors that rather just have, let's say, the entire population. The suspensions can initially last between 9 and 12 months and be extended between up to, let's say, 24 months if problems persist. 61 countries can currently benefit from visa-free travel to the Schengen area. And while the measure doesn't target anyone directly yet, experts say it increases pressure on nations offering CBI programs, particularly in the Caribbean. Several CBI countries have already tightened due diligence and standardized their procedures to basically align with EU expectation. Also, fast-track travel documents within 30 minutes if passports are lost or damaged. This is all part of the EU's broader part to balance openness with security, and the theme is likely to see probably continuing until 2026. The UAE expands golden visa benefits for expats all abroad. Meanwhile, the United Arab Emirates, it has expanded its golden visa program. Now it's offering exclusive, emergency, and consular support to visa holders while abroad. This new policy includes 24/7 emergency hotline for golden visa holders overseas, and inclusion into, let's say, evacuation or emergency reparation plans during, let's say, a time of crisis, and or even reparation of remains and funeral assistance for visa holders who pass away while abroad. This move puts the UAE alongside the United States, Greece, Portugal, Italy, and Malta, all countries that provide special protections or consular benefits for long-term investors and residents. Legal analysts say the UAE's move underscores the nation's growing focus on expatriate security and signaling that the golden visa holders are now viewed as part of the UAE's extended community rather than just temporary residents. Golden visa eligibility remains tied to investment and professional categories, but this upgrade could increase its global appeal. The typical application can range from 500,000 to 900,000 AED, depending on the category and the emirate. This is a major step in redefining what it means to hold a long-term residency in the Gulf, and also sets a new standard for other nations in the region. Barbados opposition raises concerns over citizenship by investment programs. The debate is heating up over in the Barbados, while the opposition leader, Ralph Thorne, has raised concerns and alarms about regional citizenship by investment programs, warning that new legalization could open up a back door for economic citizens from neighboring CARICOM nations, or CARICOM, CARICOM nations. His concern that individuals who obtain citizenship through investment programs in nearby countries like Dominica or St. Vincent, basically letting people gain access to Barbados through free movement arrangements, even if they don't have little or no cultural or even historical ties to the island. Thorne argues that this could dilute the meaning of Barbadian citizenship and create unintended migration pathways within the Caribbean community. Government officials, however, maintain that the new Free Movement of Nationals bill aligns with the CARICOM standards and will not compromise national integrity. This comes at a sensitive time for the region, as Caribbean CBI programs face mounting security from the EU and the US, both calling for stricter oversight, due diligence, and transparency.
This video is sponsored by Bond & Partners. Looking for a second passport? At Bond & Partners, we fast-track citizenship in just 2 to 6 months. We also help you secure residency and establish companies in the world's most strategic jurisdictions. Bond & Partners, where sovereignty begins.